Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us here on Homegrown. We're speaking to Julie Miguel of the Water Walkers Boys and Girls Club. There has been so much that we have learned about this club, but we still want to know, where do they go from here? Julie, you've accomplished a lot in 6 months, and I know that you have so much more you want to accomplish. Tell us a little more about what you see as the vision for the Water Walkers Boys and Girls Club.
I've learned a long time not to have a big elaborate plan, because when you don't meet those goals, you get disappointed and frustrated.
And you give up.
And you give up.
Like my diet.
You look super fine. But, you know, everything is just from my heart. You know, I go with my heart, and I keep my eyes on the Lord, like I said before. There are 3 things that I would like to see happen in the immediate future.
When you say immediate, you're talking about a year, 2 years?
No, I mean in the next week or month.
Okay.
You know, like I said before, as you work with these children, you see the need, the social issues, and the academics, and you know, spiritual needs, and I work with those as they pop up. But I've seen, you know, dealing with the after-school program, I've learned that there's a lot of them that need to learn to read. And it means that going all the way back from phonics. So like I said before, I've applied for the literacy program from Restore Belize, and I'm hoping and praying that I get that. Hint, hint. But it will definitely help them a lot. You know, if you can't read, the battle is lost already. You know, there's hardly, the future is very bleak.
Right.
A lot of the parents can't read because I've asked, you know, I mentioned it to them, and they've told me that I can't help them. I can't read myself.
Right.
So that program would not only be assisting these children, but also their parents, you know. And some of them are already involved with the program. You know, I've opened up I've invited them a couple of weeks ago to come to be a part of it, to see how they can fit in, whether it's just to help me clean or cook a meal, to talk about the children, to see, you know, the problems, the issues they're having at home versus the ones I'm having.
Right.
But that I would like to see, one of the things that I would really like to see put in place. The feeding program is the next thing. And the other thing would be to have a mentorship program start.
Okay, those are really ambitious things. I want us to take a little time just to look on each of them and see, what do you hope? Before you move on to the feeding program, you mentioned the literacy. Do you find truancy to be an issue or a problem?
Yes, it's huge. A lot of these children, when I first opened, they, you know, at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, they're knocking on my door and says, "What's going on?" I says, "Miss, we don't have any school today." You know, they're not going to school. They have school, but they thought they could put one over me, and then they can come in and they can play the games all day. But I learned very, very fast that that's not the case. So I've told them now, the rule is you cannot come to this institution until 3:30 when I know school is out. Where they go, I don't know, but I know that they don't go because you see them up and down the street, and it's quite a few of them. You know, I've talked to them. Now I know that the parents have reached their end, because they have come to me, and now we're trying to see if we can come up with a system where we can monitor them closer. You know, because some of them have some jobs, and the others just have given up. You know, so I'm allowing them now to bring them to my place of business, tell them to come to my place of business for lunch. The ones that we know have a problem with truancy, and then I would walk them back to school. And
you would make sure that you see them go into the school and into the classroom.
Right. So hopefully that, you know, one of those things, you know, it's already in their mind. They're used to doing it. So it's a matter of trying to break that. Reprogramming their minds, you know, and switch back to the other issue of
the food program,
the mentoring.
Okay.
I was hoping that maybe we can have some parents and some, you know, try to come and work with these children, you know, that has the knowledge of how to break these things in their lives, you know, that they've gotten so accustomed to doing. Like I said, I'm not a I'm a psychologist, so I really need people in that field to come and help to tap in, you know, to assist us. But I'm thinking that if people would volunteer to mentor some of these boys or girls, take them away for the weekend, take them out of that environment and show them different ways of living, and you know, give them different view of life, that it would help a lot.
And I too think I'm volunteering.
Really?
To be one of those. And I'm sure, certainly, and I'm sure you are listening and you're watching, and I know you want to take that step to assist by being a mentor to one of these really lovely children. And so the numbers again are on your screen. You can call, you can express interest. Tell us about the food program. What do you hope to accomplish? Right now, you mentioned on Fridays you try to do a bit of small, but you have some food prepared and so on. But what do you hope to accomplish through this food program?
I would like to see that they get one meal, at least one meal a day. You know, it really breaks my heart to know that these children, some of them, not all of them, you know, not all of them belongs to the institution, is like that, but there's enough that goes without a meal per day. And you know, if they do get something, it's because they have gone down the street and begged. I'm not going to hide that because it's known. Everybody knows that, you know. They would get something from someone and that's what they would eat. But you know, try to keep, you know, if there's food, then they won't go begging, you know, and they won't become a nuisance, a menace to our society. And it has to be curbed from now because they get used to it and it
becomes lucrative, and it becomes a habit.
Exactly.
That then it's not just about food anymore, it's about the actual habit.
Like I said, it didn't take a lot to feed these children on Fridays. I did a projection, and we came up with $1.87 or $1.75 per child. So if I'm trying to feed 50 children, it would be like for 6 days a week, maybe a couple $1,000 per month to provide that one meal. Maybe less, you know, because if we get wholesale stuff, then it'll stretch.
Right. Okay, that sounds like a very, very achievable targets that you're setting. And you mentioned that you would like to have this done in the very near future. We're talking about this year, this month possibly, and long term.
Long-term commitment.
Long-term. What do you see the Boys and Girls Club doing?
I just wanted to add that
go ahead.
The club is equipped with a complete kitchen. It's got 2 stoves, a freezer, a refrigerator, and a big table. You know, so it's ready. It's just a matter of starting, you know, to get the ingredients in.
And for that, I can see that you may need some assistance with people actually preparing the stuff.
Some of the mothers, you know, in our meeting a couple of weeks ago,
volunteering.
have agreed, that they, you know, they're not working, so we'll definitely come and assist in that area.
Okay.
We've had some came last week actually, and as a trial run, and we made beans and rice and ground meat, and made powder bun, and so we had a big meal last week Saturday afternoon.
Okay, wow, things are looking up. And the Water Walkers Boys and Girls Club, I know it has been a labor of love for you, and if there is anything that you would want to share with our viewers about what would you like to leave with them when we talk about the Water Workers Boys and Girls Club, what do you want to say to them?
I would really like people to come and not just pass, to stop in and take a look. And it's only then that they will see these children face to face and realize that they're real, that the needs are real, and that there is an opening, a space for them to help, to assist, to make a change, make a difference in that community. So I'm there every day. Every day I open those doors. Every day I look forward for these children to come. Like I said, they're part of my life now. And it's not until you start to get involved, you start to see the big picture. So I really would like to encourage the people from that community to come and visit and see where they can fit in. We really do need the assistance. Like I said, I don't know where it's going to go, but if we have we can get together as a community and see where that vision can, we can go with that
and
vision.
Extend into the community. And it's so important here on Homegrown why we choose to focus on things Belizean that are making positive differences in our society. If each one reaches one, then we certainly will have a better society. It's been our pleasure speaking to Julie Miguel here on Homegrown and looking at the Water Walkers Boys and Girls Club. You've heard about the many ways that you can assist, and I'm going to encourage you to think hard and think long about really making a commitment. If not with the Water Walkers Boys and Girls Club, there must be something in your community that you can assist in improving. By being the change that you want to see in your community, we will definitely have a better Belize. Thank you so much for joining us here on Homegrown. Once again, it was a pleasure. See you next week.
Hey, gay man, you lead away.